Masters. And now, our Money Masters, Tom O'Brien and Steve Rhodes.
Welcome, folks. This is Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. We do appreciate you being with us. We have the Dow right now up 56. You get the S&P's flat. NASDAQ is down $9. Bottom line is that jobs numbers didn't do a thing. Market pops, comes all the way back down.
It did pop, but that pop is sometimes not a good thing.
Yeah, well, what's wild is that the one thing I can tell you, folks. I was listening to CNBC, and it was like music to my ears, okay? Because so picture, I mean, the reality coming off the bottom like this, right?
Yes, yeah.
What you can expect anyway is, a small pull. Listen, folks, if you want this market to go higher, you need a small pullback. That's the bottom line.
Oh, okay? Sure.
And still,
especially after making the move up to the 786.
That's right. And still this morning, everyone was still so scared to buy.
Yeah.
I'm saying, oh, thank you, God. No, I'm not kidding. Do you know what I mean? Because on a larger basis, right?
Yeah.
They're still shaking.
Yes.
And that's what you need for a higher market.
Well, that's what puts this thing in a super bear volatile marketplace.
Yeah.
Which we're in, which is
perfect.
So you've got that volatility, and it actually is easier to play the fear and greed side, right?
Yes.
I mean, because you've got.
But you have to understand
you may miss some moves,
right?
Okay, because you've got to be very quick,
right?
But it is it is easier to play because you've got some information that you can rely on. When you're not having to worry about the infusion of liquidity, something, and where that's going to take things to. And you can just simply go back to supply-demand, volume analysis.
You know one of the main reasons, though, it's easier to play? Because they know that it's built, the whole idea of, no, we're always going up is built on fraud.
Right.
And they know
absolutely.
it. And they know
right.
it. See, what ends up happening is that when they're projecting that out there, when it comes down, they know it. And that's why they get so scared, which is a trick. Do you know what I mean? It's like, it's like, okay. I know.
Yeah.
Pretty wild. So right now you get the Dow's up 66. NASDAQ can't hold it. Now, Apple's going to be a big number.
It is.
And
it's really not, it's really not doing anything. It's just, all it's doing is coming into the open from yesterday at 9:30, and you had plenty of volume there, open lower, pushed its way up. And you just simply, and you tested it yesterday, intraday. You tested it around the 140 time frame, 150 time frame, and it held. And, all it's doing right now is just trying to come back down and test it, but there's no volume.
Right.
In this thing.
Right.
So, so it should hold. Okay.
Right.
If it holds here, and really the test, folks, what I'm taking a look at is getting down to the low in the opening. I'm looking at the opening 5 minutes right now, and the low there was 375.23, and you did 1 million shares. Right now, just to give you an idea, you're coming down with 233,000 shares. 300,000 shares. So not enough to just bust through that.
And so you do, and you also want that test. Now, watch the correlation, folks. The correlation, bonds, they came right down to the swing point today, and, it's going to reject that swing. And so with that setting up, it's like, okay. Yeah, exactly.
A bigger move down.
What we should get off of this. Now, watch this, folks, okay? What we're going to see here, I suspect, is a beautiful Gartley on the way back up in the bond market. I saw this baby fired down today, really nice. Like, watch this. We have right now. We have the first. See that nice one down? Isn't that pretty?
Yeah.
So it's like this will take 3, 4, 5 days or something. But more than likely, we could get a nice Gartley setup coming right into those highs again, which would just be beautiful.
Right. Yeah. Now I think that the DAX again. Just going to the DAX because it was so weak. It's going to be important to see how the close on the DAX works out today,
and
which is going to be at 11:30.
Okay.
So so we've got some time before that thing.
What number do you have right now? Where are we at?
We're at 56.74 is where it's trading.
Oh, that's not good enough.
No. So what it's done, it tested the swing point from September 29th.
Right.
but it's also going against that August 31st swing point, which is what we've got in our indexes as well. August 31st is a key date.
Okay.
You know, if this thing closes underneath August 31st, obviously I don't have the volume on that, and that low, folks, is 56.4897. If by any chance the DAX closes below that, that's signaling to us that the move up for right now is over. Right. At least for a couple of days.
Right.
You know,
It'd
be a pullback.
Big time.
And it would be a real big signal.
Yeah, and, you know, all of this, you know, when we go all the way back to August 8th, that's a long time now. Now we're dealing.
It is.
We're almost, well, it's October 7th, so, you know, you're dealing with some real numbers here, man.
Oh, yeah. No, absolutely. You know, you are. And so I think, so the DAX is going to be, you know, what's going to give us a good clue, just like the small caps did, you know, a few days ago. I mean, the small caps really did what they were supposed to do. If you had taken a look at or understood the butterfly patterns, you know, when you've got a butterfly pattern, folks, what you've got is you've got this really large wind-up of energy,
right.
You know, that expansion. And when those things work, they pop off of that expansion, just like if you let that rubber band go. And the small caps did that when we pushed down a few days ago, popped right up. In fact, it was leading. It let us up the first day.
Yeah, no.
You know, the weakest became the strongest.
Isn't it amazing how they can move?
Yeah.
Yeah. That is, if you've ever traded, folks, the Russell 2000, the future, holy cow.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're right on that, you're right. And if you're wrong, you're wrong. I mean, those things go tick by tick beyond belief.
Yeah, absolutely.
Larry's up early. Let's go to Larry in San Francisco. Hey, Larry, what's going on?
Hey, Tommy, what's up?
How you doing? Having a good day out there?
Yeah, everything's great.
Perfect.
It's funny you mentioned that the market had a pop when the jobs report came out this morning. I bought some TZA this morning for under 43 because I thought that was a good price at the time. And this morning, like at 9:27, there was right at the jobs report, there was a big red candle. We filled it, and then you know, I'm in profit right now, but I was just wondering where I should place my stop.
Okay, so let's take a look at it. He's got the TZA. The TZA, folks, is the direction 300% inverse correlation of the small cap. And the low's 30, the high 76. So first, we just go over and we take a look at the Russell. Okay, so, yeah, the Russell's interesting. Okay, so what you don't want to happen, I'll tell you this, if at the end of the day the Russell's still at the 67.08, close that TZA in a heartbeat. What should happen is that the Russell, you'd want it down to about, well, it's not going to go to 64, but even if it goes to 66.02. See the way that it's hanging right up there?
You're talking about the IWM.
Sorry, I'm talking about the IWM, right. The way, thank you, the way that it's hanging up there right now is like if that hangs right there and stays right there, that will make a run into that swing point next week. You know, if it doesn't back off.
Yeah. Now it may be a good intraday trade, you know, because you know what it did what it was supposed to do, which was hit that .786. It almost got to it. Then I'm looking at the actual Russell 2000, and that targeted price was 674.80. So you know, as long as you don't get a close above that, and your stop should be somewhere just above that. Now, you know, how that correlates on the TZA, you can't do it an exact correlation.
Well, I just placed my stop at my cost for right now.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
You know, you're going to know in the next 15, 20 minutes. And this is why I'm saying that, Larry and folks. See your first bar off there in the TZA, you went 45.10 up to that 40, well, you went from 43.78 up to that 45.50. You had a nice 1.9 million. You're backing in right now. The first back down was 1.5, and you're backing into it. If you get a nice test there, well, then you get action, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you'd want to have your stop below, in order to not get tossed out of the trade, you'd want to have your stop below 43.78.
Yeah. Okay. All right. That's possible.
Okay. There you go.
Good.
Have a great one, man. Have a safe one. Some of the high-volume stocks we got out here this morning, let's see what we get. You get Intel's up 10 cents. You get Wells Fargo flat. Xerox, heard from Xerox from years. That's up 7 cents. You GE up 11. Oh, look at this stock. Oh, my God. What is this? Okay, so Illumina This got cut in half. It's down $12, trading $27. Oh man, folks, this is a you talk about an ABC down.
Oh boy,
and it's ILMN. Now, when you take a look at this is a huge heads up, and this is why you never ever want to buy gap aways and you think you do it, because what I've seen so many times. Now want to hear the sickest part? There's only 2 gaps so far.
Exactly.
There can still be another one.
Exactly.
You know, this stock, folks, went from $79 in July, popped down to 57, went sideways, now it's at 27. Let's bring this back.
It's testing its weekly swing point from November of 2009. You know, and the volume, you're going to have some pretty good volume in it today. I had 21 million shares. You're only at looks like about 12 million shares.
Yeah.
But the way that this thing gapped down on volume this morning, it could have it.
Well, and what you can see, what you can get out of this too, folks, is that you can see that from $40, so the stock did go up 100% with no volume.
Absolutely.
And then, so the real question is always going to be, when can you get out of them? And what I've found is that people never get out of them.
Yeah.
When they take all the money. So, I mean, look at that. That's sick.
No, it is.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Look, all the way up from December of 2009, actually when it was trading at $27, that thing only had one sign of strength. I'm looking at a weekly basis. On a weekly basis.
Right.
One sign of strength, January 15, 2010. Which is the area where, as it falls out of bed, and that's the entire reason why I got involved with Tom and so got turned on to technical trading, because I was a fundamental trader before I got turned on to this artwork here.
Yeah.
And I wanted to understand, how can a stock possibly, close at 40, open at 20 overnight?
Right.
What the heck happened?
I know.
And when there may be good fundamentals. I'm not saying that there's good fundamentals.
But it doesn't matter, right?
Yeah, but the cool thing is, you can look at any chart and you can identify exactly where it will go to. When I say exact, okay, you can see the range of exactly where it's going to go to when it falls out of bed.
Sick.
And if you don't, and if you're sitting up here at the $78 level and you know that you're looking at maybe $39, woo, you want to have some tight stops in place.
Yeah.
Let it run, but man, have some tight stops in place, and when you get jumped, sayonara.
And the problem, that's right. And the problem with jump today is like $12.
Right.
Big numbers, no doubt about it.
Exactly.
Let's go to Dave in Palm Beach Gardens. Hey, Dave, what's going on?
Hey, good morning. How you doing?
I'm doing great. You ready for a good weekend?
Absolutely.
Cool.
Absolutely. It's beautiful here.
Oh, it is. The weather's coming to Florida, folks. Come on down and visit us. Next 6-7 months are just absolutely insane.
Perfect timing. Yeah, winter started last Saturday morning.
I know.
Feel it.
Isn't that cool? Hey,
anyway, I wanted to check with you.
Okay, just give us 1 second. We're a quick break. We'll be right back, all right?
Yep.
This is Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. We have the Dow up 93. NASDAQ is flat. Now, there's some divergence. Flat NASDAQ, Dow up 93. S&Ps are up 6.5. We're going to be right back, folks.
X-Story Gold Mines, an NYSE Amex-listed company trading under the symbol XG, is slated to be the newest gold-silver producer in Argentina. X-Story is forecast to produce more than $250 million in bullion annually, beginning in 2013, at a cash cost of less than $200 for each ounce of gold produced. That forecast will make X-Story one of the highest margin operators in South America and a sector leader in the mining industry. X-Story has $50 million in its treasury, having spent over $60 million to date on drilling and engineering. The ultimate size of its Argentina discovery could be determined by year-end, as results from the 6 drills operating at the site are fully assessed. To find out more about X-Story Gold Mines and their exciting growth potential, click on their banner on the front page of TFNN.com or check them out on the NYSE Amex under the symbol XG.
TFNN is proud to bring you the cutting edge of newsletters. Ken Shreve's Ultimate Growth Stocks. Ken is a top-down investor who lets price and volume in the major stock indices tell him when to be in the market and when to be out. By using his unique blend of fundamental and technical analysis, Ken will protect your hard-earned capital while realizing breakout gains. Go to TFNN.com today. Click Investments and Newsletters and get Ken Shreve's Ultimate Growth Stocks free for 2 weeks.
Is the fast-moving investment world challenging the way you think about managing risk and return? You don't have to go it alone. Directions Alternative Strategy Funds feature built-in tactical management to help you find clarity for the path ahead. Direction Funds. I'm with X. To learn more about Directions Alternative Strategy Funds, please visit tfnn.com and click on the Direction Funds banner or call 877-434-9363. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction Funds carefully before investing. The prospectus contains this and other information about Direction Funds. The prospectus should be read carefully before investing. To obtain a prospectus, go to directionfunds.com. Investing in index funds may be more volatile than investing in broadly diversified funds. The use of leverage by a mutual fund increases the risk to the fund. The more a fund invests in leverage instruments, the more leverage will magnify gains or losses on those investments. Distributed by Rafferty Capital Markets, LLC. Looking for some extra cash to help pay off some of your bills? Let Tiger Metal Exchange convert your unwanted jewelry to cash. We pay out 80% of the market price for gold. Our payouts are the highest in the industry, more than double our largest competitors. And we've created the safest, easiest, and most straightforward process for converting your jewelry to cash. Log on to TigerMetalExchange.com and get your free scale, your free eye loop, and get the cash you deserve now. We provide a free online calculator that converts your jewelry to cash at up-to-the-minute spot prices. We insure your items for up to $75,000 per shipment free of charge. We videotape the entire valuation process so that you can view it online. You can call us toll-free at 866-618-8888 or log on to TigerMetalExchange.com. Let Tiger Metal Exchange put more cash in your pocket without ever leaving the comfort of your home. Join the list of thousands of satisfied customers and go to TigerMetalExchange.com. It's the only click you need to make.
Here's what people are saying about Tiger TV.
Let's go to John in Tampa. Hey, John, what's going on?
Hi, Tom. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great. You having a good day out there?
A wonderful day. I love your Tiger TV. I watch it every day. I'm like a kid in a candy store.
Oh, man, I appreciate you out there watching it. How long have you been watching the Tiger TV?
I'm watching almost a month now, and it's wonderful.
It's pretty cool, isn't it?
Oh, yes, it's cool. You see the charts and everything. Thanks so much for the hard work.
Tiger TV, a great news service from TFNN.com. This segment is brought to you by Great Panther Silver. For more information, just click the Great Panther Silver banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. It's Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. We got our man Dave from Palm Beach Gardens with us. What are we going to look at today, Dave?
Well, I'll tell you, I'd like you to take a look at AMLP. It's a limited partnership, but it represents the oil pipeline stocks, all of which have a very similar chart.
Yes.
And I want the answer that you're going to give me. I think I know, but it really is a heads up in general for the market. Does it have to retest that spike down?
Okay, so let's take a look at it. This is O'Brien Master Limited Partnership ETF. The low's 13, the high's 16. Yeah, you know, I've been looking at some of these because the real, you know, it's wild, Dave and folks, that the real estate REITs are the same way also. And what you have here is this, is that you have this huge spike from 1542 to 1310. Now, what it did do is this, it came down and rejected the price, right? Mm-hmm. You know, but it hasn't been able to get on the other side of that 1542. Now, if we bring this back to 06, and this is the way you really have to look at it. Oh, look, this doesn't even go back to 06.
No, it just goes back. This just came out in August.
KMP is a similar chart.
What one?
KMP.
KMP. Let's look that. Let's. Yeah, that's been around forever. Okay, so let's bring this back. 05, and I'll put it on a monthly. Yeah, that's going to get tested. Now watch this. This gets more interesting, actually. So we have KMP. We get it on a monthly, right? Now, what this did is that it actually broke the uptrend with conviction. And you can see when it broke it. So on a monthly basis, you know, you hit highs there with 11 million shares. You hit highs at 16 million. You came off it with 31. Now, the way most of this works out is that you go back up, you'll test the top of that trend line, and then it falls apart. So the first thing is that, is KMP going to go to 63? Yes. The second part, which is actually more dangerous, is that can it get down to 55? And yes, it can.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, that high where Tom's going is that November 2008 high out there. It's got some volume.
Right. So let's try to figure this out, because this gets interesting. So these guys, so all the limited partnerships in general, they're kicking off large dividends, right?
Yes.
So,
and the whole world is in them for that reason.
Yeah, and they're cash flow positive. So the only thing that actually does destroy a dividend stock is higher interest rates. Well, not the only thing, but that's the thing that destroys them pretty quickly.
Yeah, cash flow doesn't.
So it's almost like, no, do you keep a tight rein on them? Yeah, I think this is what I think you could do with these things. You could actually keep a tight rein on them, because interest rates are not going to go up 4 points overnight. You know what I mean?
For sure.
It's just not going to happen. But what is going to happen, well, looking at these, what is going to happen is that, yes, at a certain point they are going to get hit.
Yeah, and actually they were one of the best groups. If you picked them up at the last crash around 2008-9, they rallied beautifully.
Oh, it was amazing. I listened. Yeah. It was just it was so counterintuitive. It really was. There's no doubt about it. Like, let's say if we bring up the IYR for a second. So this is the real estate deal, REITs. If I bring this back to 08, you put this on a weekly. Yeah, see, this is in trouble too. This is interesting, man.
Yeah, look where that's straight.
Yeah, this went from $21, went back up to 63, came off the highs with conviction. Actually, this could get interesting. So watch this here. So this REIT, the first time down 154 million shares, second time down 71. You're going into 139, but it still looks like it wants to go to 34. This one's going to be a tight one, man. It's just going to be interesting to see how these shake out.
And right now, this thing on the daily chart, as it's moving up, as it's just bouncing off these lows each day, a little bit lighter and lighter volume.
Yeah.
So we got to be careful. We got to be careful on this one too.
Well, thank you, man. Appreciate your help.
Okay, have a great one. Have a safe one. See, now it's going to be really cool here, and this is what you got to. That structure, not the technical structure, the fundamental structure, is the next thing we really got to wrap our heads around.
Yeah.
Because how those move, are going to really tell us how really the interest rates are going to move.
Okay.
And I mean, at this point, it looks like to me that bonds actually want to go higher, and that's pretty sick. But these are fast moves and slow moves.
Yeah. But you can tie bonds going higher with some of the with some of the cycles that we've got coming up in October.
Oh yeah.
So it kind of fits right into what you're looking at on the chart.
Right. And what you want to be prepared for, of course, folks, is that the reality is that you get the downdraft, bonds go higher, and then when you get the washout, you want to be able to flip around.
Absolutely.
ASAP.
That's right. Yeah.
Flippers are us, baby.
I love it.
This is Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. You stay right there, folks. We have the Dow up 91. NASDAQ is flat. NASDAQ has a problem. If NASDAQ doesn't move, folks, this market's not going anywhere.
Hi, folks. This is Tom O'Brien. If you want to get great trade setups in the equity as well as the option market, come over to TFNN.com and test drive my daily newsletter, Market Insights, for 2 weeks absolutely free. Each trade setup comes with a profit projection as well as stop placement. Included in Market Insights is a Twitter alert service. This allows you to take advantage of intraday setups. Volatility is back in the markets. What does that mean to you? To me, it spells short-term opportunity each and every day. The days of trending up on lighter volume are gone. We have come off the highs with volume across the globe. Don't get caught in a complacency trap. Many of the indices have given back 2 months of trading in 1 week. We have a trader's market. You can take advantage of this trader's market by test driving my daily newsletter, Market Insights, free for 2 weeks. Market Insights will give you the edge you're looking for in the markets. Go to TFNN.com, under newsletter, hit the Market Insight tab for your 2-week free test drive right here, right now.
Tom O'Brien's weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, gives traders, investors, and money managers a thorough strategy for trading the gold market. If you're an investor in gold or any of the gold mining equities, this newsletter is an essential tool that can help you become a better trader in the gold market. The Gold Report comes out every Monday with complete coverage of the entire gold market, including the XAU, HUI, the dollar, the bond, the rand, more than 40 different mining equities, as well as some of the most popular precious metal ETFs, including the GDX and the SLV. For as low as $75 per month, you can gain access to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report that will help you take advantage of investment opportunities at the current historic gold price levels. To order your Gold Report today with a free 30-day trial subscription, log on to TFNN.com or call our office directly at 877-518-9190.
What type of investor are you? Conservative, moderate, or aggressive? No matter your investor personality, your overall portfolio should reflect your financial goals, time horizon, and your risk tolerance. Help ensure your portfolio is appropriately invested with an asset allocation plan from Morgan Stanley Smith Barney. Simply picking the right stocks is not enough. Research has shown that choosing the right proportion of stocks, bonds, and cash is essential to the success of your long-term investments. Morgan Stanley Smith Barney believes a carefully selected portfolio can lower your volatility and increase investment return potential. Find out about what asset allocation and a Morgan Stanley Smith Barney financial advisor can do for you. Call Angelo O'Brien, financial advisor and certified financial planner of the Clearwater, Florida branch at 727-441-6108 today to discuss your personal financial needs. Asset allocation does not assure a profit or protect against loss in declining financial markets. Investments and services are offered through Morgan Stanley Smith Barney, LLC. Member SIPC.
Studies show that 10,000 hours is what it takes to achieve outstanding results, unless you use the power of leverage. The power of leverage, folks, is key to attaining outstanding success in your trading and investing. I'm Steve Rhodes, co-host of the Money Masters with Tom O'Brien, seen daily at TFNN.com, and author of Mastering Probability, a daily trading and investment newsletter. Let me take your trading to a new level, a whole new level. Let me teach you the secrets that the real Money Masters use each and every day to produce consistent financial results. On top of that, I'll transform your life in ways you never thought imaginable. You'll overcome hurdles like an Olympian. Here's the beauty. I'm so certain that I'll transform your life. I'm giving you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Time, folks, something you'll never get back. The time is now to take action. Go to the homepage of TFNN.com and order Mastering Probability. It'll change your life forever.
This segment is brought to you by Great Panther Silver. For more information, just click the Great Panther Silver banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. This is Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. We get the Dow up 97, Nasdaq's up 4, S&Ps are up 5. We got bonds down 1.5. King Dollar. Let's go look at King Dollar. It's at 78.51. King Dollar. Okay, let's see what she's doing. What is she doing? She giving us an ABC structure or what? DXZ1. Okay. Oh, it's a beautiful thing. Look at this. This is sick, folks. Okay, so check it out. You're going to love it, okay? We get 16,000 contracts right now. You're going into 50,000 contracts. You know, and what happens with the dollar, by the way, folks, by 10 o'clock you get it'll do another 10,000 contracts, but that's it.
Yeah.
So you're going into 44,000 contracts. Now, what this is saying is that the market's still going to get some more relief because this is almost saying that, hey, you're at 78.51, you go into 77.30.
Yeah. But with so you got the euros moving up, dollars pulling back, which to me, seems a little counterintuitive to what fundamentally they're talking about, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it is.
There's no such thing as fundamentals. They're funny mentals.
Okay, well, let me tell you, that's a funny mental thing going on.
Oh, it is? They believe it. No, I know.
I'm just kind of like,
I know.
Folks, wait a minute here. That bubble's going to burst.
No,
it doesn't work like that.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
It's absolutely awesome. Oh, you know what? Oh, you know what is awesome? So listen to this. This morning, many might have seen this, okay?
Yeah.
On CNBC, they had a panel with the jobs coming on, right?
Okay. And what's his name on there?
They had
a number of folks, but
they had a bunch. Oh, Greenspan was on, sure. Yeah. Okay. I missed his part, thank God. But anyway, they had Neil Kardashian, right? Neil was the guy that was with Paulson, that was running all the top programs for Judge Bush, President Bush at that time. Okay.
Yeah.
And he had a couple statements, folks, that were just so cool, meaning they were cool to my head. And this is why. Now, this is a really bright guy. And you know what he says? This is just amazing. He's saying that the mortgage market's never, using the word never going to come back. Okay. The housing market's never going to come back. Oh, right? Oh, it was awesome. It was like, thank you so much, okay? Because what ends up happening is like, they were talking about jobs, and they was talking that, this is not going to come back. I said, oh my God. And all that is that he's just never, he's probably young enough that he's only been in one cycle.
Yeah.
And when that destruction happens, you think that, there's no such thing as things being over. Right. What are you going to go get tents, folks? Okay.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
It's hilarious, though.
No.
It's absolutely hilarious.
Well, it's gonna start being over when we get to a situation where the banks do start lending again.
Yeah.
Right. When we start getting, yeah.
It's I'm telling you, I walk Holly every morning, and there's already houses being built, and this is the first time that I've actually seen they're destroying houses again now to build them up. So it's happening. Yeah, it's happening right now. I mean, right across the street from me, right? They just brought down a beautiful. I mean, you'd be in shock, folks. They brought down a beautiful. That's the first time I've seen that in a good 7 years. Yeah, meaning that taking a beautiful house, bang, right to the ground, and they're going to pull another one up. Yeah. So that is happening. It's definitely happening. Let's get to George in Newport Richie. Hey, George, what's going on?
Good morning. Good morning, Steve. Good morning, Tom.
Good morning to you.
How you doing today?
Yeah, very good. Speaking of the real estate market, let me please tell you, I just bought myself a house here in Trinity area.
Yes.
We fixed it up, and we just rented it out, and that's like a gold mine. I mean, he's making me money already.
Good for you, George. I'm telling you, folks, you get cash flow positive, big numbers,
Absolutely.
Good for you, man. That is absolutely awesome. And see, that's good. It's amazing, George, right? What people just don't get is that's going to get all the economies going. So think, you had to get that. You took the risk first, right? Yeah. Then you fix it up. You buy supplies. Someone has to do the work, right? And you make someone else happy on the other end. You stay right with us, all right? See, it's happening. It's happening, folks. Go long, America. We hit the Dow up 75, Nasdaq's flat, S&Ps are up 2, bonds are down 1.5, and King Dollar's down 50 cents. We're going to be right back.
TFNN is proud to bring you the cutting edge of newsletters. Ken Shreve's Ultimate Growth Stocks. Ken is a top-down investor who lets price and volume in the major stock indices tell him when to be in the market and when to be out. By using his unique blend of fundamental and technical analysis, Ken will protect your hard-earned capital while realizing breakout gains. Go to TFNN.com today. Click Investments and Newsletters and get Ken Shreve's Ultimate Growth Stocks free for 2 weeks.
Studies show that 10,000 hours is what it takes to achieve outstanding results, unless you use the power of leverage. The power of leverage, folks, is key to attaining outstanding success in your trading and investing. I'm Steve Rhodes, co-host of The Money Masters with Tom O'Brien, seen daily at TFNN.com, and author of Mastering Probability, a daily trading and investment newsletter. Let me take your trading to a new level, a whole new level. Let me teach you the secrets that the real money masters use each and every day to produce consistent financial results. On top of that, I'll transform your life in ways you never thought imaginable. You'll overcome hurdles like an Olympian. Here's the beauty. I'm so certain that I'll transform your life. I'm giving you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Time, folks. Something you'll never get back. The time is now to take action. Go to the homepage of TFNN.com and order Mastering Probability. It'll change your life forever. At Tiger Metal Exchange, we pay you more for converting your jewelry to cash.
Let's go to Brian in New Jersey. Hey, Brian, what's going on?
Hey, Tom, I just want to let you know I did give you some jewelry. My jeweler offered me about $650. I should get a check in the mail tomorrow for about $1,200.
At Tiger Metal Exchange, it's all about honesty when converting your jewelry to cash.
Okay, let's go to Paul in Florida first. Hey, Paul, what's going on?
I want to commend you on the Tiger Metal Exchange. I just did a deal with you guys the other day.
Oh, good.
And very happy.
Well, I appreciate it. Now, did you sell us jewelry or did you buy coins off us?
I sold you jewelry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
What we weighted at was less than you guys said, so, you're totally honest.
At Tiger Metal Exchange, we give you the tools to value your gold, and it's absolutely free. Call 866-618-8888 or log on to TigerMetalExchange.com. We've created the easiest, safest, and most honest cash for gold process. Tiger Metal Exchange. It's the only call you need to make.
Here's what people are saying about Tiger TV.
Let's go to John in Tampa. Hey, John, what's going on?
Hi, Tom. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great. You having a good day out there?
A wonderful day. I love your Tiger TV. I watch it every day. I'm like a kid in a candy store.
Oh, man, I appreciate you out there watching it. How long have you been watching the Tiger TV?
I'm watching almost a month now, and it's wonderful.
It's pretty cool, isn't it?
Oh, yes, it's cool. You see the charts and everything. Thanks so much for the hard work.
Tiger TV, a great news service from TFNN.com. This segment is brought to you by Crocodile Gold. For more information, just click the Crocodile Gold banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. We get the Dow up 74. NASDAQ is down 1.5. You get the S&Ps up 3. This is Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. We get Judge from Newport Richie, who is pumping up the economy. He's getting there. He's getting the jobs.
He's getting ready for the second one.
That's right. Oh, that's good news, Judge. I mean, this is, you know what's so cool is that you go positive cash flow, and the bottom line is that people dream about prices at these levels.
Absolutely.
And, in 5-10 years from now, you're going to have both. You're going to have cash flow and a big asset, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. It really is, man. And of course, what happens, folks, in Florida is that people keep moving to Florida. This is a great place to do business because the booms and busts are there, no doubt. It's heaven or hell because it goes both ways. But demographically, you're all going to end up moving down here. What are we going to look at, Judge?
Yeah, I have a couple of questions today.
Yes.
I have a question about GBG, and I have a question about your book.
Okay.
Second book.
So, if we look at GBG first, this is Great Basin Gold. This is a gold producer in Nevada as well as Witwatersrand Basin in South Africa. The lows are $1.42, the highs $3.34. Now, do you own this? You're looking to buy it? What are we doing here?
Yeah, I called you about this stock last week, I believe, and what happened, I got stopped at 151. I got stopped. And,
okay.
I've seen, the stock has been going down with no tremendous volume. It's just been going down steadily. And with gold going up the last few days, the stock just is refusing to kind of go up a little bit. So
what does that tell you?
I'm sorry?
What does that tell you?
That tells me that the stock is weak.
It is. That's right. So they're all weak. I would not be buying these, okay? And this is why. These lows are going to get tested again, number one. You get GBG. Now, okay, long term, yes, I want to go to 332, yeah. Short term, the gold contract itself, George, is having a big problem. And, this looks to me that, I'd let this bang out. It's going to bang out 151 again. It can bang out 147 and, see what happens at those levels. Because, see, the gold contract, if we go over to gold, this baby, the correlation, this is building cause, first off, to go after that low from from September 26, which is 1535. Every time, see, today is only 69,000 contracts. That's insane. It's going against 356,000 contracts. No one even wants to come close to that. They don't want to touch it with a 10-foot pole. So this base and this consolidation has to get straightened out first. And I suspect it's going to get straightened out at a lower level. So don't step into it. That's the bottom line.
Okay. Thank you.
And a question on my book?
Yeah, I have the first book, The Timing the Trade.
Yes.
Very informational, very a lot of knowledge in the book. Now, about the second book, you have the Art of Timing the Trade.
Yes.
What's the difference over there, other than the Gartley and the Butterfly sections? Is there any difference in the other sections, ABC and
No, the ABC. No, the ABC. Everything. The ABC is the same because what I do is the same. Okay.
But you got updated charts.
Yeah,
right?
all the charts are updated.
Yeah.
The Gartley's in there, the Butterfly's in there, the Tiger Scaling's in there. You know, the bottom line, you know, you're buying houses and you're trading the stock market. It's worth $20. That's for sure. Go get it.
Beautiful. And let me give you a tip.
Yes.
Thanks for all the tips you've given me. Let me give you one.
Perfect.
I know you like fishing.
Yes.
I was fishing a couple of days ago here in the Tarpon Springs area, a couple of miles out.
Yes.
I tell you what, a lot of mackerel, Spanish mackerel and kingfish.
Oh, baby.
Yeah, the water temperature just dropped about 5 or 6 degrees.
Right.
The last couple of weeks, and those fish are running crazy. So go get them.
I will go get them. I'll get out there next week. Maybe you and I will go out there next week.
We'll go get some Spanish mackerel.
I'll get you up early. No, the king and Judge, thank you so much, man. We really appreciate it.
Thank you. Have a nice day, gentlemen.
You too. And what does happen, folks, you know, now picture this, folks. It's really cool, too. We got to go out there before we get on.
All right, that sounds good.
No, we will. We will. And actually, where Steve is right now, there's a dock right where you are, so I can just pick you right up. I can get out, pick you up at 6 o'clock in the morning.
That'd be perfect.
And you should see these folks. When what George is talking about, right, he's in a beautiful place. Newport, Ritchie, and Tarpon Springs. So picture, Tarpon Springs, folks, are all the sponge boats, right? And it's really cool. So you can walk down the docks. You get all the sponge boats going out, right? Really cool. And along the Gulf, what he's talking about, when they start boiling, and they boil, so what ends up happening, there's so many bait fish that come in.
Yeah.
And if you get there nice early in the morning, right, sun just start coming up, and you can see, you look out and you see all the oil. So the oil's in the fish and the water from the fish eating each other. But then the kingfish, right? Oh, man, these are like blues. Listen, folks, you don't want to be a fish because they don't last long. I mean, right on each other. I mean, it's insane. It is absolutely insane. We got to do that. Because, see, what happens for us down here, we're really lucky. And the wintertime, this is what they're doing now, folks. Well, it's the autumn, but they're coming from the south. They're coming from the north, going all the way south. So we have all the fish come by this way. And then in the springtime, we have all the fish going up to all you folks in the north.
So, great pattern.
Oh, it's huge. Let me tell you, I sit out there with a couple beers. And I won't even sometimes put the fish on. There's just so many fish, I just watch them. It's just cool, you know, because you just don't know what's going to pop up, man. And look who's popping up now. I wonder if he paid his taxes yet. Let's go to Rick in British Columbia. Hey, Rick, what's going on?
How you doing?
What's happening, brother?
Thanks for taking my call. Well, it's refreshing hearing a little bit about fishing and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah, man. Yeah, totally. It is refreshing. It's and in this time of the year, it's pretty incredible down here because we definitely. I wasn't kidding when I said everyone should move here because you won't believe the life down here is amazing.
Well, you know, when you start your day, 98% of the time with a blue sky,
right?
You know, I don't care what's going on in your life. It's empowering. It's an easy way to get positive, real quick. You know,
big time, big time. I told you last week. Now listen,
it sounds like there is a heaven on this earth.
No, listen.
There's a couple of them.
If you didn't hear this last week, so check this out. Last week, I have Harley out at 5 in the morning, right, in the backyard. I saw it. There's a whole family of dolphins come in, 5 of them. 5 of them. Now, check this out, folks. So they're in there eating the fish all the time, but 5 of them. But I saw a dolphin only this big, brand new.
Wow.
He was flapping on top of the water. It was insane. You stay right there, folks. This is Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. We have the Dow up 58, Nasdaq's down 6, S&P's a flat. Can't hold it. We'll be right back.
As Tom says, go long America. Now you can join TFNN and Barnes & Noble to keep money in your community. Purchase Tom's best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, your ultimate trading mastery system, before October 15th from your local Barnes & Noble store. And you will be given access to not just 1, but 2 exceptional archived courses. Tiger Scaling, the Tiger Butterfly, and Gartley. The Art of Timing the Trade is more than just a book. It's an educational journey that will help you understand the Wall Street greed cycle and learn how to recognize profit from genuine price moves. So, for the cost of just under $30, you will receive in excess of $300 in trading education from Tom O'Brien, TFNN, and Barnes & Noble. And you will be helping to support an important local business, your local bookstore. If you do not have a Barnes & Noble in your community, then go to your local bookstore. We'll be sure to work with them to keep your purchase local. So let's support our local businesses, keep money in your community, and get a great education. But be sure to act now, because you only have till October 15th to take advantage of this opportunity. Go to the front page of TFNN.com for details.
Looking for some extra cash to help pay off some of your bills? Let Tiger Metal Exchange convert your unwanted jewelry to cash. We pay out 80% of the market price for gold. Our payouts are the highest in the industry, more than double our largest competitors. And we've created the safest, easiest, and most straightforward process for converting your jewelry to cash. Log on to TigerMetalExchange.com and get your free scale, your free eye loop, and get the cash you deserve now. We provide a free online calculator that converts your jewelry to cash at up-to-the-minute spot prices. We insure your items for up to $75,000 per shipment free of charge. We videotape the entire valuation process so that you can view it online. You can call us toll-free at 866-618-8888 or log on to TigerMetalExchange.com. Let Tiger Metal Exchange put more cash in your pocket without ever leaving the comfort of your home. Join the list of thousands of satisfied customers and go to TigerMetalExchange.com. It's the only click you need to make.
Would you like to discover the next great tech stock? David White, TFNN's technology guru, has just launched his new newsletter, The Technology Insider. In his newsletter, David will be looking for those shining stars that may turn into the next Apple, Microsoft, or Cisco. David combines his technology background as a software programmer with his market skills as a successful professional trader to give you this unique newsletter. We're on the verge of the next great tech run. With the Technology Insider, you'll be in front of the run-up and not lagging behind. David is developing a long-term investment portfolio, therefore we're only offering the Technology Insider as an annual subscription with a remarkable price of only $395. That's right, for a little over $1 a day, you'll receive the fundamental technology wisdom and technical trading skills of the Technology Insider David White. What are you waiting for? Go to the front of TFNN.com, click on the link on the front page, sign up for your 2-week free trial, and become a Technology Insider today. Great Basin Gold is a mining company engaged in the exploration and development of 2 emerging gold properties in Nevada and South Africa with a total resource base of more 23 million gold ounces. Great Basin's Burnstone mine in South Africa opened in February of this year with a resource of 20 million gold ounces, becoming the first mine to open in the historic Witwatersrand Basin in the last 30 years. The Burnstone mine is projected to have a 25-year mine life and is fully financed with production anticipated to be over 250,000 ounces per year at a cash cost of only $450 per ounce. The Hollister mine in Nevada became fully integrated in the 4th quarter of 2010 with annual production estimates of 110,000 ounces of gold per year over the 8-year mine life at a cash cost of only $527 per ounce. Great Basin Gold is cash flow positive and trades on the Toronto and New York stock exchanges under the symbol GBG.
Hi folks, this is Tom O'Brien. My new book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, is for sale at Amazon.com for only $18.40.
Welcome back, folks. This is Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. We have the Dow up 65, Nasdaq's down 5, S&Ps are flat. And, of course, folks, we have tigers and tigresses all over the world, and we love you all. And it's funny when you start talking about fishing, because inside the den, of course we have the Tiger's Den, folks, and if you've never test drove the Tiger's Den, come over and test drive it for 30 days. You'll love it. Yeah. I mean, it's a great trading room. It is. And, it has everything. But we got a tiger in here, so check this out. So the tiger is fishing down Kelly's Landing in City Point. Now, that's where I grew up. In South Boston. Yeah. Kelly's Landing had the best clams in the world. I mean, in the world. That. And what's so funny is that, so picture, when Mitch was down there, I wasn't down there in the 40s, but I was down there in the 50s. Bottom line, at night, so they had a little, clam place and all that. Then you had the wafts. Yeah. And you catch the mackerel off there. We had plenty of mackerel, but we all the, not shrimp, oh man. Oh, you make a light. You have a light, I forget what they were. Can't believe it. Smelt.
Oh, hey, boy, those are great.
Yeah, the smelts with the smelt poles. Oh. Right?
Well, interestingly enough, through Tiger Metal Exchange, I was talking with one of our clients. Okay. Last night, maybe around 7 o'clock night, 7:30. Right. She lives in Wyandotte, Michigan. Okay. Well, when I was a young kid, so 50 years ago, my grandfather used to take me out to Wyandotte to go. And now I can still remember, and I remember also from the pictures that I used to see of, just simply, being on, and it used to be just cement out there. So I mentioned it to her, And she says, I live right across the street. This thing has been turned into a park. It's absolutely beautiful.
I love it.
You know, and the fishing is great there. So, you know, the water, I guess, has gotten cleared up. And
perfect, yeah.
We all got fishing stories. What's Rick's fishing story?
Yeah, what are we going to look at, Rick?
Oh, hey, we got steelhead up here.
That's a beautiful thing, man.
Well, it's what it is basically. It's related to the trout family, but it's a lot bigger, eh?
Yes.
The biggest we had was 42 pounds, but you know, in the river and that, and they put up a good fight.
Oh, that's a big fish, man. You're kidding? 42 pounds? You think
That'll feed a family?
Oh man, big time.
Hey, Apple.
Yes.
You know, I spotted that doji that on a daily.
Okay. Now, what doji are we talking about now?
Time frames and everything. Like, you think that thing's got three? You could argue there's a head and shoulder, but like Bud used to always say, you look hard enough, there's head and shoulders all over the place.
Right.
But what's your take on Apple here? I can see it going down to 300. I mean, if it is a head and shoulder formation going on.
The deal with Apple's this. Okay, Apple's never broken a swing point on the way up yet. Well, we know at some point it will. The closest it came was, you know, Monday or Tuesday. And if it breaks this with volume, then Apple's going to have problems. And then, you know, I mean, that's the reality. Well, when I say problems, it'll be a deep retracement.
Well, yeah, and what you typically have, because it's set up that butterfly pattern, and what I've noticed is that when you get a butterfly pattern that retraces back past the .786, which Apple did here and did it on volume, it'll go ahead and do the same expansion on the way down. So it'll go do the 1.272.
That's a big one.
Which would take Apple, well, it takes it to 335, you know, which will, you know, so it would break that area. And then you got to see what happens when you break that October 4th swing point. Because, you know, you got 44 million, you know, down there. That could be setting up. So that's my experience on the butterfly side, is you'll retrace back to the 618, 786. When you break that area, it's giving you a signal. I want to do the expansion on the other side.
That's great to know, man. Yeah.
So are you looking for the market possibly to go up one more day on Monday and then see ya? Don't want to be ya?
No, I'm looking that, you know, we want to back down into the, you know, the highs of the lows, and then go up to the swing point, and we'll see what happens, man. Cooking, brother. You stay right there, folks. We got our man Basil Chapman coming up next from Newton from 11 to 12. We're going to get you healthy with Nico DeHaan, 12 to 1 right here. Come back, David White, 3 to 4, and then we'll bring it on home 4 to 6.
Great. Have a great weekend, folks. I'll see you Monday.
That's a beautiful thing.
That's right.